Hi guys, this is Like the Fish, and this is a beginner's route 100% tutorial. I say beginner's route, but this is really more like the race route. This is the safe route for this game. It's most likely slower than the world record route that Mandatoby used, but if you watch Mandatoby's world record route, which I highly recommend, it's a very good run. It happened in a marathon. It was the first run that broke 30 minutes for 100%. It's really incredible. I commentated Captain Glitch, a guy who, worked on this game, this hack, commentated. It was really, honestly incredible. And I highly recommend watching it. But if you watch that, you'll know very quickly that like run. I don't know how he made it marathon safe and how he performed it as well as he did, but at the time. But like, basically, very few people can execute that run, is what I'm trying to get at. And even people who could probably would rather do this route for the race. It's not that much slower. Only like I'd say it's about 30 seconds slower, like 20 to it's somewhere in the range of 20 to 40 seconds slower. It's harder to say because it hasn't all been tasked yet, but basically what this route does is it goes to kraid first. It gets gravity, supers, beats kraid, gets the first spook, goes to Ridley then, and then gets speed booster, clears Ridley, except for the one item that's right by the teleporter. And then it goes to Mansion, and it clears the top half of Mansion. You go into Pumpkin. You backtrack Kraid, which is probably the reason why Mandatoby's route is faster, because his route does not backtrack Kraid, and this one does. Um, Actually, it's hard to explain. I'll try and explain as I go along some of the routing decisions and why this works and why it's safer. I mean, the reason why it's safer ultimately is because there's like a ridiculous bomb jump in HBJ that's required if you do Manitoby's route, and this has nothing. With this route, you'll pretty much be able to execute a full run every single time. So without any further like explaining, let's just get into it. Let's make sure I have everything set up correctly. I do. And this is 100%, so we'll get everyone. I don't usually run this category, I run any percent, but this route is very similar to the any percent route. This is just a good starting place in general if you want to learn this game. So first room in the game, you just want to go through this door. You know, it has a little up sign, so you hit up. So as soon as it goes, you'll hit right up. And then you'll wall jump up here. You don't want to ledge grab because it's slower. You'll shoot diagonal at that block, get your missiles. You'll just start moving to the right. We're going to I messed that up. I want to show you how to do that room correctly. Jump, and you don't want to hit any platforms on the way down. Keep running. We're going to get Morph Ball next. You want to shoot diagonally at those guys so they don't bother you. One shot takes care of them. Jump up here. For this part, you want to shoot, wall jump. Interesting. Sorry, give me a second. Shoot one shot, grab that ledge, then wall jump. Kill that spider. Oops. I swear I'm really consistent at this. Jump. Sometimes you'll miss a jump. That's usually when you reset in race. You can't reset, so don't miss the jumps in a race. You can do that jump without having to do a ledge grab. We'll just keep moving. Grab bombs. Or, sorry, morph ball. Shoot that block, morph, and you're gonna go into this corner, diagonally up, and move forward. You can do that really fast. In this next room, you don't want to run all the way over here and wall jump up here. you want to make it really tight. And you want to shoot this block because it's in line with the surface. You won't have to do any vertical movement whatsoever. You won't have to fall. You won't have to go vertical up. So you want to hit this block. It's the second block to hit. I don't think that is a block that you can kill. This one, you can't kill that. You can kill this block, and if you would have to move upwards, which is slower. So you want to make sure it's that first block that I said. This one, you don't want to jump too high. You just want to, make it the right one. Shoot diagonally as you're falling down to open up those bombs. Morph. And you can just bomb. You don't have to worry about bomb jumping. You just hold left and drop bombs there, basically. Keep going through here. We're gonna get the E-tank. That's another really nice part about this route, is you get a really fast E-tank. You watch this. You don't want to do this because it's 2 bombs. You want to jump on top like that, morph. You're good to go. Obviously, if you can morph, you don't want to bomb jump. Oh, I stopped the timer. It's fine. We didn't need it anyways. You want to morph as you're falling there. Morph again, because you want to be morphed for this. Now for this, you can do this if you want to bomb through these, but I think the best way is to just unmorph and then morph again as it's finished. So you're going to want to do a bomb jump here. You can do single bomb jump if you want. Obviously, the best way to do this is to do a double bomb jump. I can't believe I missed it. Unmorph. You're going to want to wall jump up here. There's this Ripper you're going to want to kill. It takes 10 misses. I shot an extra. You're going to want to jump over here because there's another, not Ripper, side hopper. Wall jump, and then ledge grab up there. So it's a wall jump and then a ledge grab. That's all it is. Here, when there's like a screen transition, when hitting that screen transition, you want to be like falling, like spinning. You want to be spinning because it extends your hitbox. It's very clearly faster. So you go through here, and you're going to go through the secret entrance to castle. It's by bombing this thing. Unmorph, so you don't bonk that ledge. You're going to continue. You're going to want to wall jump here. Show you what happens here if you fall into the lava. If you fall into the lava, you might get lucky, but most likely you're dead. So you don't want to do that. So come here, shoot a missile. In this room, you want to morph, and then just unmorph like that. So it's really quick, like that. Just keep moving forward. This room is interesting. It's easy to die in this room if you're kind of like new to this game and don't know what's going on. The best way to do this room, you don't want to run up there because that's actually slower. You do want to tank the damage. It's not very much damage. It's like 20 damage, and it's just faster to do this than going, up and around. What you want to do is you want to intentionally jump into these side hoppers and clear the room, because if you don't get hit as you're jumping, like let's say you fall, you are most likely dead. You don't want to die. So make sure when you're moving through this room to intentionally jump and damage boost through these side hoppers. It's just the best way to clear this room. Jump over those guys. You can farm them if you want to. Just do this one more time. Sadly, there are different patterns to this room. Sometimes you'll get patterns that are harder than others, but you're pretty much always able to do that. Save state here. So when you played through this room for the first time, you probably noticed this, bombed it, and it's a super missile, and you thought to yourself, oh, I need super missiles to continue. Well, there's actually also a missile block right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here, shoot this missile block, and get gravity before supers, which of course will allow you to get supers in this section. If you are low on health, you can refill here. However, you can do this entire route without having to refill once. So I suggest not refilling. Obviously, if you're like new to the route, new to the game, you can refill if you want to, but eventually you will get to a point where you can kind of progress through the entire game without doing a single refill in this route. That's one of the great things about this route. Keep going. You're going to jump up here. You can farm these guys if you want to, or you can jump over them. I'm going to farm them. You're going to jump up here. And you're going to go into this. So I think that would look something like that. This room is interesting. It's really easy to die in. Obviously, you don't want to die in it. So I'm going to just show you what happens if you go through this room. I did save state, cool. If you go through this room normally, trying to fight the Rippers and continue, it's annoying. It takes time. You'll get very damaged. Of course, you could potentially die. See, they do like 30 damage a hit. Get hit one more time. A lot of damage hit. So you kind of want to manipulate these guys into doing what you want. So the first one, this one, you see one that's stuck and one that isn't stuck. So the one that isn't stuck, you just want to jump over here, wait, jump over here, wait for it, just kill it. This guy, you can just stand here, kill him. And then these guys, what you want to do is you want to morph, roll over here, bait them over, fall down. It's super easy to clear them that way. It might be a faster way to do it, but honestly, this is the safe route. You don't want to die to those guys, and you can manipulate them like that every time. And now that you have 2 E-tanks, you can basically just tank the damage for the rest of it. Not even taking that much damage. Do a jump out of there. This next room is interesting because in rooms where there's pirates, there's also still an alarm, even though you can't see it. I can prove that to you by jumping up here, going into this room, which by the way is the next room you need to go into, showing you there's a guy that comes up behind you and starts attacking you, and you don't want that. You need to get supers in this room anyways. So the best thing is to clear the pirates kind of immediately as you walk into the room, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to do that by shooting the beam a bunch, and then 2 missiles. If you're out of missiles, shoot the beam a bunch. Just, I could have shown that better. Oops. Just jump over his shots and kill him. So you go this way, and this is the reason why we are doing this route, and why we got gravity, is so we can get these early supers. Because supers really open up a lot in the game. It makes moving a lot easier. You're going to go up here, you're going to wall jump, and see now there is no guy in this room. You're going to start, you're just going to use your beam, shoot him. I don't know why guy isn't dropping down. Usually the other pirate drops down, and you just shoot him a bunch and he dies. I guess you can still shoot him a bunch and he dies. So walk through this room, kill him, shoot 2 missiles. If they don't die, you can shoot another missile. You're going to wall jump up here, wall jump again, grab, and then you're in the kraid hallway. You're not going to do these things because this is really slow. It's easy to fall. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Wall jump that way. Shoot our missiles. Pirates are misbehaving. I think it's because I stopped at the beginning of the room. If you do this room enough times, you'll know how to clear it. It's not that hard. It kind of clears itself. This room, you want to jump and ledge grab like that. Usually you can jump over that guy without taking any damage. I'm not sure why he's deciding to damage us. And these guys, you really want a super drop. If you can't get a super drop, that's okay. But you want to be like as full missiles and health as you can, so you can get a super drop. Let's see if we get one. So we didn't get one. This is like the normal amount you have. So you're gonna bomb and shoot. This room is interesting. I'm probably gonna spend a bit of time in this room because it's really annoying. I'm gonna kind of go through and explain the different parts of the room that matter, the different patterns that matter. There's a ton of different patterns for this room because each enemy can choose to go a different direction, and that vastly changes how you play on them. So let's just start and let's see the first pattern it gets us. So this ripper up here can either go right or left. If it goes right, you have no option but to wait until it goes left. Sadly, that's really just how it is. But if it goes left, you can jump immediately. Lucky for us, we got left. It's not too big of a deal if it goes right, honestly. So go up immediately, and then we see there's a spider to the left of me where I'm going to need to land. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to kind of need to do a ledge jump over the spider. Let's see if I can get it, because I can pause the game. I'm just going to ledge jump over it, grab that ledge, and then there's a ripper going to the left right here. I'm not sure I was fast enough, but if you're fast enough going through this room, you can always dodge that ripper. Of course, if the ripper below made you wait, then you're pretty much screwed if he's going to the left. And I don't... sorry about that. So sometimes you'll just get screwed like that, but let's see if I can dodge him. So no, I can't. I was not fast enough. So sometimes you really do just have to wait. Same with this ripper. Sometimes you get good patterns, and you won't have to wait, but sometimes you'll just have to wait. The big thing that you do have control over that you can always skip if it gives you a bad pattern is that ledge jump over that one red spider. So you wall jump up here. Sometimes there'll be spiders here to the right of you. You just jump over them, and then you keep moving. You want to make sure you hit these jumps and don't fall down here. Make these... Oops, I messed up. We want to make these jumps, you know, as small, as tight as possible. Good Metroid movement, you know. I was pretty bad at making them tight, but I've been better. Break this block. And now kraid. Now, there's a few different ways to do kraid. So, or there's like 2 different ways to do kraid. I wish I could show you the one way if you had full ammo. I honestly should have grinded for full ammo, but if you have full ammo, if you have full supers and like the 14 missiles, like the 4 supers and 14 missiles, and are comfortable in hitting every single shot, you should just go all out. You should just unload everything. You have enough to kill him. If you have 3 supers, you're going to have to be a little more passive because you want to keep the platform that you have under you around so you can farm for more supers to get those last couple of supers to kill him. And I'm going to show you how to do that pattern. Just unloading at him isn't that hard to understand anyways, but that's basically the gist of kraid. So and I'll just kind of shoot those and wait, try and get some more supers, which I did. Kind of messed up, but at this point, like, I have enough missiles, so it's fine. And he dies. Yeah, okay. Let's watch what happens now if I just go. So now this guy's gone, and it just makes it hard. You do have enough, but it's like barely, and you're a lot better just sitting back and safely grinding for those drops, I think. I messed up. I say as I don't know that. Kraid, see, this is like, this is really annoying. So this is why you don't want to unload, honestly. And he'll die. I'll just leave it at that. Kraid is kraid. You can quick kill him. You can also bomb jump over him, but both those things are very hard, and I don't fully understand how to do them, so I'm not going to try to explain how to do them. So you want to actually grab everything, I think, everything that kraid drops, because you want full ammo and health in this next section, because in this next section, you need to grind for supers. I have 1 super, which is nice. You need 3 supers before the first green door coming out of kraid. And I'm going to show you how to grind for those. So you're going to want to jump immediately there. That can be pretty tight. And falling down this room is easy. You just kind of try not to grab any ledges. I say easy, it's not easy. It's very pattern dependent and luck dependent. Morph through there, jump here. Now, this is where like the grinding starts. So you have some space pirates you can farm and a green door. After the green door, there are rippers, there are side hoppers that you can farm. But really you want to get everything from pirates. So you want to hold diagonal down and be prepared to shoot the leftmost pirate first. Like that, we got it, so we're good. But I'm just gonna go through killing every pirate basically that I can. So we have 5, 6, and then like 7, 8 pirates that you can realistically farm for these supers. So it's a lot. And then here, if you have 1 super and can make it through these doors, these guys drop supers a lot too. Now you're just gonna bomb jump up here for this door because there's a missile tank here. You don't want to forget this and get 97%. It's easy to do. This one's easy to forget. Run to the left, jump over all these side hoppers, and then just keep moving to the left. You're gonna want to wall jump up that wall, morph, and hold left as he jumps over you. This guy, you can shoot him. Oops. Takes a long time to kill with beams, less time to kill with missiles, but the fastest way to get over him is literally to just bomb jump over him. The camera is a little bit funky as you do that, just as a warning. So you're just going to morph and continue through here. You don't need to shoot any of these. They'll never hit you. And then here, you want to be morphed. Let me show you what happens when you don't morph. You get hit by this guy every single time. Or you stop and shoot him. But that's slow. So what you want to do is you want to, as you're moving here, morph, and it will never be able to hit you. Never. Like, you can just keep moving. And you can bomb them if you want to. I think it's fun. So here, do your unmorph. I messed up the bomb a little bit. Keep falling, unmorph at the last second. In this room, you don't want to kill with 3 missiles. You want to use a super, because of course, 1. Grab charge beam because you need charge beam and plasma beam for Ridley, which is why you wait and get it rather than getting it on the way out. You want to stand like right here. Keep moving to the right. You're going to want to immediately go plasma beam. This room's a little interesting. I meant to... Let's fix that. Okay. This room's interesting. You want to use your missiles diagonally. A lot of times they'll be sitting behind diagonals, so you kind of want to preemptively, in a way, shoot missiles. You have 25. You don't need 25. So just shoot them like that. Like, you have a lot of missiles. You can use them. And that's basically what you're going to use all throughout this room, right? Up here, you're going to wall jump off this thing, wall jump again, get plasma beam. And then going back through this room and through future rooms, we're mostly going to use plasma beam. So in this room, we can just use plasma beam. You want to, there's one spot where you have to missile, it's right here, and then you can just hold plasma beam forward. You have to preemptively use that. Sometimes he'll be going the other direction, and in that case you have to wait. I don't have this room very well optimized, but probably just hold diagonal missiles for a lot of it. Fall down here, tank this hit, and lay a bomb. You want to lay it. I didn't do this correctly. If you're fast enough, which I wasn't, as in like you lay a bomb upwards and you hit that jump and you don't do that, this like I did this, which was bad. You want to do that, and if you move back perfectly, you will be able to move to the right before these blocks form. I didn't do it correctly. I really wish I would have done it correctly so I could show you guys, but sometimes it is how it is. You're going to charge a plasma shot and fall down, so if any enemies hit you, you kill them. Move through the acid, Tarian acid, that's what that is there. You want to go get this way. You want to take the right path here, because this is a lot of distance. This is a little amount of distance. Bomb all of this. You don't want to jump like I did there. It's slow. You want to just keep doing that. Here, you don't want to shoot and then do that because you're waiting on a bomb. You want to bomb first, then shoot. It's faster that way. I wish I knew exactly how many frames I was saving in a lot of this. I'm gonna hold, and then I kind of messed it up, but you can basically kill him with a fall down. This, I think you want to. I'm gonna jump over this. I am not really sure how this room works. It's actually oh, that's right. I'm going to shoot downwards and then just shoot forward like that. So you want to shoot down to the right and then forward. When you're in this little like dip, you'll hit everything. I keep messing it up. Jump over there. Charge your shot, do that little trick. And then upcoming is Ridley. For Ridley, you don't want to use missiles or supers because you'll enrage him. And actually, I'm just going to show you what that looks like. You'll get these really annoying patterns. So let's clear his ammo. See, you won't do that much damage and you'll enrage him really fast, causing him to swing his tail and kind of do a lot of damage. It's very easy to die to that, so what you want to do is you want to use charged plasma. It does a ton of damage to him. I'm going to show you how to correctly do that. You want to tank these hits. Get under him. That kills him so fast. That's how you do Ridley. Basically, come here, do the diagonal shot, jump over here, and just tank all the hits and get these out as fast as you can. If you aren't comfortable with tanking the hits, you can just shoot like this and clear it, but you won't be doing damage to Ridley that way. But it's pretty fast and pretty easy to just do this, and then as soon as the fireballs end, jump under him and finish him off with like 2 or 3 shots. It's super fast. So for this next room where we get Speed Booster Real Hell, it's a bit of a funny story behind why this is called Real Hell, but I'm not going to go into it right now. You want to do this. So you're going to trigger this, turn around when you're in midair and still facing this while not moving. So you just want to turn around and shoot down. So if you don't turn around, you won't hit it, and you don't want to like move. So just turn around, shoot down, make it so easy for yourself. This is the most useful item in the game. The developers lied. Jump over these spikes. The right way to do this, I think, is to move up and then wall jump like this. This next trick is a little trick called Swag Spark. It's a fun one, and it's a bit like overwhelming and complex to learn, but it's honestly really easy once you get it down. So let's just take us through the trick. So you're just going to charge up a shot, and you're going to speed boost into this room and then pretty much immediately hit down and charge up a shot. And you're going to move over, break that door, and start charging a shot. Once you get to about here, once you get into this room, you should have a shot charged up. You're going to kind of move forward to... Oh, I messed it up. Let's try this again. So all this, break the door, start charging, I'm gonna get to about there and shine spark. You want to be low. And when you're in midair, you release the shot. Anyways, I'm gonna pause my shine spark. Break the door, charge it up, get to about there, and then when you're in midair, you can release the beam button. What this does is it basically buffers a charge shot. So the moment you land, you will shoot the charge shot, so it's like a frame perfect shot as soon as you land. And it's really useful because that way you'll be able to kill the enemy that's there and the door like consistently 100% of the time. So go through there, see, get the door, jump up here, and then just do some platforming, keep holding right, and you can just get this spook. Just basically shine spark through this whole area, which is super fast. Go up here like you normally would. And of course you don't need to do that trick, you just need to do the shine spark at the end. So like, you can just walk through there if you're not comfortable doing the trick. It's not required, it's only required, like, you only have to speed boost through those blocks to get the spook, right? And then shine spark up at the very end. It's not required to do that shine spark through the room. So this room's a little interesting because the enemies are kind of obnoxious in your way, so I recommend holding a charge shot through this room, and I messed up my jumps a little bit. And just kind of jumping through it, and if like an enemy comes up in a spot where you will need to be, you ledge jump him like that. That's how I recommend doing this room. This room, you want to bomb, and you want to bomb like as far away possible, like in between the this guy. Jump up here. You don't want to like wait and then bomb here. You want to bomb basically as soon as you get to a height where the bomb will trigger, and you move through this room a lot faster that way. Like if you waited, like that is so slow compared to bombing as you move up. This room, you need to shoot a missile down. You're gonna jump as soon as you get through this door and shoot a shot right. I kind of messed it up. Let's show you what happens. Either that will happen or that will happen. It will always die or not be in your way. You want to do a big jump there. I kind of messed that up. Here, let's try it again. So he will always die. You're going to do a jump at the right time and not do a ledge jump. Now, this next section, we're going to go left, keep shine boosting through all this stuff. I'm going to go this way. I hit a guy. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, keep using these missiles. Ooh. Where am I now? Okay. I'm going to show you this again. And say shine spark as soon as you can. So with this diagonal down shot, you want to move forward. Then you want to shoot diagonal upwards. That's right. Shine spark here. This shine spark is kind of important. It's kind of not. It's not like you're doing a heated run or anything. You can, okay, you can charge it again and then, you know, shine spark through the next room. It shouldn't be. Basically, you can hold the shine spark the entire way, and it's faster that way. I'm not going to take the time to show that because I messed it up. It's really not, it's not required, and it's not that difficult to do. So you just move through this room. This is another good room to just hold this charge shot, jump through enemies, or shoot diagonally. There is a little missile. See that little face to the left of us? That's where the missile is. Oops, let's... So obviously as you're falling down the first time, you want to hit this and grab the missile. Of course you can just wall jump if you miss it. To the left there's a missile. You want to bomb. You don't want to fall down there. You want to jump over this little gap because you don't want to do an unnecessary jump. Oh, I messed that up. So actually, when you fall back down this pit, and it doesn't matter where you fall down the pit, by the way, always spawn, you want to hold right, so you immediately always move to the right instead of falling down this little gap right here, right? So if I don't, I will fall down this gap, and I will be sad because I'll have to bomb jump back up, and that's time. So you hold right, so you can just go out, and then go into this room, where you just spam B, and now you're in this fight. I have not optimized this fight, like, at all, so I'm just gonna kind of do it. Basically, the gist of it is spam charge plasma and super missiles, and when you don't have super missiles, use missiles. But honestly, this is probably my least optimized fight in this route, so I apologize for not having like a perfect plan on how to kill him, but maybe you can figure out the perfect plan how to kill him. So I usually just kind of do this. And if he does this, I'm sad. I'm sure there's a way to either quick kill him or make it whatever. I will say the one thing is when you kill him, you want to be on the left side so you can just immediately go over into this door. That's basically all the advice I have for that fight. This isn't my main category, you know, so I apologize. I still think I know this route better than anyone, so that is like one of the shortcomings of that'll be probably, I promise, the worst explained thing in this entire video. You won't get that is the worst part of the run for me, the run that needs the most improvement. I'm not going to go through it now, I apologize, but let's just continue. So you want to move down here, another good time to hold charge shot, grab this E-tank, which is nice because you'll probably be pretty low on energy when you get to this point. And then this upcoming spot is one of the reasons why I think Mandatoby's route is faster. It's really not designed for short jumps, as you're going to see. It's pretty slow. So if you can do this part fast, that makes you one of the better players of this route. Because I'm very slow at this part, as you can tell. You pretty much have to jump the full height on all those jumps, and then do like ledge grips. So let's see here. At this part, you can. I messed this up. You can do this, so you're able to shine spark out immediately. Like that. But if you're not able to get that, like let's say you mess up or something, it's not the end of the world. It's so much easier to you can just run over here, charge up your shine spark, and do this right. But you wanna do it from the left if you can. So this way, just bomb jump up here, fall down. These guys can mess up the shine spark. I think that spot I showed you is the best place. Here, let's do this again. Sure. Like that spot that I landed on is the best spot to attempt the shine spark. Anywhere else, and I think you'll get hit by bugs, and it'll stop the shine spark. You shouldn't be getting hit by bugs there, but you might. Obviously, if you get hit, just use the little thing to the bottom, and that'll make it easy to get back up. And morph, and continue. You want to have supers here. Using a super here isn't that bad. Wall jump up here, grab this. Sometimes you'll be stuck there. No shame in using a super there, honestly. That guy can be really annoying. If you stand like here, and if you jump at the right time, you can jump right onto the platform. Let's see if I can do it. You can jump right onto the platform. So if you can do that, you don't need to super missile him. but sometimes you just gotta ledge grab, and he can really mess up the ledge grab if he's there, like alive. So sometimes you just kind of have to kill him with a super. Let's fall down here, and now we are going to Mansion, where we're going to be clearing the upper part of Mansion. And then we're going to go to Pumpkin. So shoot a missile. There is a path up here. You're going to want to do this path. You don't want to do like big, obnoxious jumps. You want to keep these jumps short, quick, and tight. So I proceed to not do that. There is a Shine Spark right here that you want to maintain. That is ideally what you want to do in that room. Sometimes you won't be able, you'll get hit or something and you won't be able to do that. If that ever happens, just run this way, shoot these guys, like run back, and you have yourself a Shine Spark. But obviously, if you can, you want to do the other way. Go through this room, and just kind of tank the enemies. If there's a guy here, you pretty much have to kill him. Move this way, and now we're going to go to high jump. And you can just wall jump up this wall. Go up here. Jump over these guys if you can. Jump up here and get high jump. I kind of butchered that, but you get the idea. And this way out, you can't make this jump normally, but you can do a little wall jump and add it, and you can get up there. You want to just fall down this wall, and then you're going to want to wall jump up this wall, trying to avoid these rippers best you can. Sometimes you will get obnoxious patterns and there's not much you can do. If you want to fall down here, you can just jump up there, hold a charge shot, and jump through these guys. Sometimes you get screwed like I did, but most of the time you're okay. Grab this missile. And continue. Move through these rooms morphed. You can tank or you can shoot. These guys, you can shoot them and they'll pretty much always drop supers, and you can grab them before doing a Shine Spark upwards. They're really nice. Just hold diagonal down and spam a shot and you'll clear all of those. This boss is probably the easiest boss in the game. You only need to use 3 supers. That's all it takes to kill him. 3 supers, that's it. He does do a bit of damage though, so make sure you actually hit the supers. You can shoot at him right now if you want, it's a little risky. And as soon as you kill him, just run to the right. Sometimes he does open up his neck like that, but then if he swipes, he'll block your supers, so I prefer to just wait. Now we can go to Pumpkin. There's a few things we need to grab first that are still in Mansion. So there's this tank coming up right here, so you just stay to the left. This part's honestly pretty easy, you just navigate. You can, if you want, do like a fancy little jump out of here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can just do a fancy little jump out of there. It actually just allows you to stay in your ball. It's obviously not required, but it's pretty cool if you get it. Same thing right here, you know. This little part, you can do some pretty fancy movement with the ball. Morph immediately, jump up. It's fun. I like doing it. Fall down here. Now with this Shine Spark, this Shine Spark is pretty important. Because you need to grab this item. As long as you hold that Shine Spark and do it exactly like that, you'll be able to get this item every time. It'll be easy. But obviously you don't want to lose the Shine Spark because that's really difficult to get. There is a bit of a Mansion exit spark. It is difficult to do. Let's see if I can get it. is pretty difficult too. You have to, like, basically, you have to be the perfect distance, shoot a missile or something. Let's see if I can get it. I've gotten it before. If I can't get it, you know, I'm just gonna continue. It's hard, but it doesn't save that much time, so it's not really like that important anyways. Just going through here, you have a high jump ball now, so you can use it. You can jump on top of these. With this, we're gonna go to pumpkin now, and you can do the same thing. You don't want to bomb these individually. You want to bomb them both at once, like that. Jump down into the second thing and grab this tank. When you are like here, you want to morph. Not here, but when you're like down below, you can see where I am in the bomb. Spider's gonna run into me because spiders are annoying. You want to morph, shoot, and then grab it. You don't want to bomb it, but slow. Jump back up. You want to stay in your ball. Honestly, this part is a little weird. This part coming up here, it's pretty easy to fall down. So I always like to like shoot a missile as I'm jumping up here because it's like foolproof, or even like a missile like that because it's super foolproof. That is so annoying, and I'm pretty sure we just saw too. You can't you can't ledge grab that. This is really obnoxious. You can ledge grab this one. You can't ledge grab that. And it's like so obnoxious by the designers to do that, but for some reason they did. So you just want to make sure you don't get hit by spiders and stuff in that room. Sometimes though you will and you'll fall, and it'll be sad, but there's not much you can do about it. So now you just want to go to the left and get your good old Game Genie cheats. We activated the infinite jump cheat. We're going to go up to the right, grab screw attack. And now we're going to clear out the game. We want to shoot a missile in midair, like that. Now, you are going to be traveling through a lot of map rooms. It's going to get really annoying real quick because, like in normal Zero Mission, there are map room skips if you do that. But of course, you can fudge the jump and trigger a map room, and it is like the most annoying thing in the world. So you just want to get really good at these jumps because, and honestly, when you're doing like this, maybe even do a second one. Because you don't want to trigger a map room. It is very slow, and as you're going to see, we're going to be moving through a lot of map rooms. This one in particular is really annoying. If you move to the right or left, like not very much, you can see the grip too. Like, the hitbox is honestly hilariously disjointed. That one is just hard. For that one, you actually just want to jump like right as soon as you leave. Like, as soon as you leave this room. It is so tight. Maybe you want to, like, you might actually just want to jump through this like little door. Even then, it's just annoying. You could even like stop and then jump, because you really don't want to trigger a map. So, in hell, I'm gonna do all this again, and you're gonna fall down here. You can just use screw attack to avoid enemies this time. I'm gonna break these, and grab the sea tank. This, and now you have Springboard, which makes that so much faster. Funnily enough, even though you went through this door normal time, you'll have to use a missile to go through it again this time. jump over that map room again. And yeah, you're about to see map rooms are about to get real old. And now we're gonna clear out kraid. This is like the backtracking. It's kind of annoying. The reason why you have to do this is because you can't fully clear out kraid without or castle without speed booster. But we're gonna just grab some. We purposely left some items behind because they're faster to grab like this one. You just go over here, bomb it, try to avoid this guy as best as you can. You have enough health to tank pretty much anything now, so it's not too big of a deal. Not to fall down that exact way. And then grab our pesticide, wave beam. Kill these guys. Just bomb this. To jump out here. And we need to charge a shine spark. Oops, I paused it. And there is a shine spark you can do. It looks kind of like that. Let's try and do this the whole way through. So this shine spark, you hold down as soon as you hit the item. You reactivate it here. Charge it. Unmorph as fast as possible. You want to be high so you don't hit this stuff. And you'll run into that little ledge right there. And that means you did it correctly. And after you get all that, you're going to leave. And on the way out, you're just going to need to tap that guy so you unlock these doors. Avoid the map room again. Now we're going to go get Ice Beam. We're going to go to the top right. So the order is bottom left, bottom right, top right. Avoid yet another map room. Through here, you can charge a Shine Spark if you want to. Any percent, you kind of do this, Shine Spark through the whole room. I should have made a save state because now I'm going to have to go back. That's what you do in any percent. In 100% you don't do that. You just go through here, shoot upwards once, grab that missile. You're going to drop down to the bottom now. These are bomb blocks, but you can break them with screw attack. You can also break that with wave beam. I don't know what I did. And you're going to try to avoid these platforms as best you can. That's, by the way, really hard to do. It's actually the second time I've done that ever. The order is mid, top, top, bottom. You're going to run through here. And you're going to go up to the top left. Because there's a missile tank. Not a power tank. You're just going to shoot that guy with missiles because missiles kill him. And then keep moving. Oops. Don't ledge grab like that. I think the top path is faster. It's the one I always do. So you're going to move to the top path. Kill these guys. Shoot diagonally upwards and grab this super missile tank here. Missile the door. And now we're at Charlie. Charlie can be obnoxious. Basically, the premise for fighting him is the exact same as vanilla Zero Mission. You just always want to be moving, stutter stepping. You just basically just want to be spamming him with plasma beam in this version. You don't even need to like react. You just need to spam him with plasma beam. Shouldn't charge shot, you shouldn't leave it up to reaction, you should just spam. And he's pretty easy to use. You can shoot a shot, we get web beam, just like the last upgrade. Please don't use it for fetishes, that's disgusting. There's still one item left in Mansion, so we're gonna go grab that really quick. That is this, and now you have the jump ball. We're just gonna grab this E-tank up here, and now now like every area except for Pumpkin should be cleared, unless I forgot something, which I did. We're gonna go this way. Now we're going to travel through the last of the map rooms and into Pumpkin. So you want to shoot a missile diagonally upwards there, break this, and then you just move down one to the right. And then you are back in the Pumpkin map room. Break these, and you're pretty safe to pretty much just use super missiles for the whole of this segment. So the first thing you do is you want to drop down here, lure him upwards. Sometimes he just charges right at you. You have to react to that, either shoot left or up. This guy you can pretty much always manipulate to move up. This one, do that. And then this one will move forward at you. You shoot him like that. And there's this one. In this room, you want to spawn all of them as fast as you can. There is, like I'm going to show you two ways to do this room. The safe way, and then the really fast, risky way. You don't want to get grabbed here. For some reason, I always find myself getting grabbed, but you don't want to get grabbed. Obviously, that hurts, it loses time, it damages you, so you'll have worse drops. But it's not that big of a deal. You don't need ammo to beat the next boss, to beat Imago, so you should be fine. But I'm gonna start off showing you the easy way to do this room. You just wait for each one to spawn, basically. Whoops. Like that, you're gonna jump up, spawn these three, fall all the way back down and wait for them. Kill them. Okay, that one I kind of accidentally also froze. Then you're going to come up here, spawn this guy, drop down, make sure you shoot a shot, wait for him, freeze him, grab the last item in the game. Try to get that jump up there, shoot him, bam. Then you move up, and you're in the final boss fight. Now, here's the way how I do this room. This is the fast way, this is the dumb way. You try and spawn all of them at once. And grab all the drops. And these guys, you just fight them. You just fight them. Like, you just go all out, basically. You try not to fall down. Let's see if I can do it without falling to show you guys. Spawn all of them. Yeah, fight them. This guy's the same. Just spawn him and wait. And then don't really wait to freeze him in this version. But basically, you can either choose to do it safe or just go all out. And that's kind of the gist of this room. It can get really annoying though. Now for Imago. Most likely you're going to 2-round Imago. You want to kind of use the same concept as Ridley, but you're charge shotting him. You can pretty much do it all with charge shots. You get hit that once, and then you'll just lose it, right? There is a way to 1-round him, and let's see if I can do it. I actually don't think I've won. Oh, you did. So you need like 6 super missiles and like 3 charge shots to win it. But mostly you're gonna 2-round him. It's pretty easy. Don't worry about the shine spark. You're not gonna use think you want to use missiles, the same way. Have them, otherwise just plasma beam. There's a spot. That spot is right here. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. The 5th little like nub over. The spot is so important. You want to shine spark on the spot. If you miss it, it is literally the worst feeling in the world. It is the last. It is like the last test of the speed run is hitting this little spot, this little shine spark. And it is like, I have had runs where I've been on world record pace and I've missed this shine spark. It is like the worst feeling in the world. You don't want to do it. So just hit the spot. You'll be good every time. You jump through all this. You want to lay a bomb. Kill him. And then that's it. That's the run. I'm gonna play it through to the end to see if I can 100%. But that's basically the gist of it. You go to Kraid, you get everything in Kraid that you can while killing Kraid and grabbing the spook. You go to Ridley, then kill you actually clear out everything in Ridley except for one item. And then go to Mansion, you clear out the upper part, go to Pumpkin, and then finish the Ridley and Kraid, and then go back into Mansion, do the lower part of Mansion, and then grab the one E-Tank that's behind Screw Attack in Mansion, and then just finish the game. I think my PB is like 30-50 something, or like 30-45. I can do better than that. I think this route can be done in under 30 minutes. It would have to be a lot more optimized than it is now, especially like Acid Worm. I literally have not optimized Acid Worm at all, but it should be able to be done in under 30 minutes. The other route, by the way, if you were wondering, is you get the items in Forest, like Morph Ball, bombs, the missile tank, whatever, and then you actually go to Mansion, and you do this insane, you do a few bomb jumps in Mansion that are just kind of insane. The first one is to get super missiles. So we did a shine spark there, kind of like while we were leaving Mansion for the first time. It's that super missile tank. So you actually bomb jump, and you have to react to all the different rippers, and there's certain patterns that will just straight up basically be unreactable. And it's really annoying. I've done it before. It's possible. It's doable, but it's not something you want to do in Marathon. And of course, the other room we did the big vertical shine spark in Mansion. That one is killer. There's a bomb jump in there that, yes, you can do it. You can do Mansion first, and it actually is faster, but it's definitely not Marathon or race friendly. So that's why I put this video out here, so like experienced players could learn this route so they can do it in races more, and so that new players can kind of pick up the game, learn from this route, and I don't know, eventually maybe learn the harder category if they want to, but I don't think they need to. I think you can get a good time with this route, and it's all good. And we got the ecchi ending, so we got 100%. We're on 100%. And that's really it. I might make a video for any percent. That one would be a lot more detailed and a lot more in depth, because I've optimized that route a lot more. If I ever learn the Mansion first 100% route, I might do a video on it. But honestly, I think Mandatoby would be a lot more qualified than me to do a video on that category, or on that route. The thing is I've raced Mandatoby before, where he's done that route and I've done this one, and like he's either like died or something or not gotten it right, and then I'll like win with this route, right? I think that's happened before. Maybe it hasn't. I think what happened actually was he got 97%, but like this route is totally capable in the hands of a good player of doing well in races, whatever. And I really encourage people to learn and just have a blast playing this game. It's so much fun to speedrun. So with that, I'm gonna sign off and try uploading this video to YouTube, send it out to the people I want to send it out to. If you really watched this whole thing today, thank you so much. Please leave a follow or something. I'm sure to make more videos. I really don't upload often, but maybe I'll upload something else that you can enjoy. So, thanks for watching. Peace.